You might wonder what this really cool running cargo train has to do with a barn. Well, stay tuned and find out. I can give you a clue. I have this 9-volt speed regulator that's connected to the rail, and that's how the engine's motor gets its power. And the regulator is then connected to a transformer that's connected to an outlet. That's all good, but it sticks out like a sore thumb in my layout. I could remove it and bring it out every time I need to run the train, and that's how I've done it in previous layouts. That usually just led me to not running the train, since it's a bit of a hassle, so that's why I want to have it permanently placed as a part of this layout. The problem is that this is where I want to have Soltown's farm. As we know from work life, a problem is just a solution waiting to happen, and in this case I'm simply going to hide the speed regulator in the barn. So let's take a look at what I came up with. First off is the exterior, and then I'll show you the interior. It's pretty neat. I went for a classic Swedish barn look. The red upper floor is usually made of wooden planks or corrugated steel sheets, both colored red. The upper floor is where the farm stores hay, food and that kind of nonsense for the animals, and that's why it has these large barn doors up here. In a coming video I will work on the ramp for it. We'll have a look at how the roof is made a bit later in this video. The bottom floor is where the animals are kept. Outside we have this door that leads to a very special room, and these barn doors leads into the pen for the livestock. A nice little bird's house. Turn this around and we find this corrugated steel sheet that will act as a support for the coming ramp. I'm using these profile bricks to make the bottom floor a bit more interesting, so it's not all white. The back side will be facing Soltown's main road, so the flowers here are put in place so that the people don't feel so uncomfortable when it comes to what's going on in the inside of this magical place. On this side we find the large ventilation system and this interesting looking thingy. I wonder what it could be. We'll explore that later in this video.
Remember to subscribe.
Alrighty, let's remove the second floor so we can have a look inside. Voila! In this room the animals are kept. They have these small cozy enclosures. Keeping them tight together makes them feel less lonely when they're in the room of final days of their lives. A bin, a broom and a shovel to keep the place nice and tidy. I really like how these larger panel pieces adds more variety to what could have been just a plain brick wall. This door leads to the slaughter room. Look at that cute little piggy that's been sent to Pig Asgard to be with Pig Odin. That's just lovely. We have a floor drain to get rid of that nasty red nonsense. Back here are the tools of the trade. The hammer is really great when it comes to whacking the animals out of this world. On this side we have a workstation with a sink.
Mayday, mayday, we're sinking.
A hose and a work table for cutting and gutting up animals into nice delicious pieces. All in all, a wonderful floor. Let's put this together and pop it in place in the layout. Time to remove the roof. So I've used plates as a base and then decorated them with these minifig tiles that I'm sure many of us have a lot of, but I think they're really excellent for roofs. The two parts are connected with clips. Since the roof parts are quite heavy, I needed to secure this with more than just 2 or 3 clips. In this empty space is where the speed regulator will be hidden, so let's pop it in here. The cord to the rail goes out here, and in a coming video I'll work on raising the main road so the cord can go under it and then through this pillar. The second cord goes out through the side wall, and this is where the stone thingy comes to play. We can open it like so and then hide the cord in it. The rest of the cord will be hidden underneath nature stuff or maybe a generator or something. Please advise in the comments section. Put the roof back on. All in all, I think this looks rather smart. But can the barn run the train? Well, in Swedish barn means child, and Lego is a toy made for children, so I really hope this does work. Side note, the Swedish word for barn is ladugård. Regulate the regulator. And the train is off to the races. Just look at that, so lovely. And I think it adds to the story of Soltown. Now we know a bit more how they get their food, and also what types of jobs that are available. With that said, stay out of the nonsense, stay awesome, please subscribe, and watch out for the pig! Please don't kill me, piggy!